Boy, howdy, Matt. We sure got ourselves in a pickle this time, wouldn't you say, buddy?
I definitely have my foot in a paint can. Us construction workers stranded up here, see?
Stranded up here with a big bomb, a big roll of dynamite right below us.
A big juicy roll of dynamite right below our feet, which are mine stuck in a paint can. You've got great boots.
My boots are new. They will be blown off my legs shortly if we
Oh
are not
no,
saved.
if only someone could come and save us.
I sure wish we were saved now.
Ah, hello, it is me, Duplication Man. I can make twice as many things, and now you have 2 sticks of dynamite at your feet.
Oh, Duplication Man.
Duplication Man, I think this is, great to see you, but I think you've exasperated
2
it.
sticks.
4 sticks of dynamite now.
No, do you have the contact of Subtraction Man?
Oh, Subtraction Man. No, he's on vacation in a
What
timeshare.
about his wife, Subtraction Woman?
I heard Subtraction Man is retired.
Yes, and his wife is on maternity leave. But watch, 8 sticks of dynamite.
No.
Ooh.
No, this is really not, gotta be honest, this is not what we were looking for.
But I can juggle them now. Look, whoa.
You're not even really juggling those very well.
They are falling on the ground, but oh my
Can
gosh.
you at least get my foot out of this can of paint?
I can put dynamite around the can, and then we can blow it up.
Well, I guess that will solve our problems.
But maybe we don't have enough, so 16 sticks of dynamite.
His
huh,
math
boys?
skills are impressive.
I gotta be honest, the novelty is worn off. I think it's not going very well for us tonight, Matt. Duplication Man, could you actually just really quickly just duplicate Matt's wife for me? Could you just do that for me, really quick?
Yeah, I get this request all the time, but yeah, I guess so. Here you go, Matt's wife again.
I'm just used to it. I just want to be away from the dynamite. I don't know how many wives I have at this point, as there are so many duplicates.
Can I actually get 2 of Matt's wives, please?
Oh, I'm just duplicating y'all, and then I'll just take the credit.
Duplication Man, when will we be on a first name basis? I'm tired of the formalities. You duplicate my wife twice a week.
Listen, Matt, can we be honest here?
Sure, we're running.
The
don't have
fuse
too
is-
much time.
I don't even know if you're the real one. I gotta be honest with you. I've duplicated you quite a lot too, and it's I've just been winging it this entire time, hoping that maybe I got the right one. So I'm just gonna duplicate you, and I'm going to blue skidoo out of here. So
All right, blue skidoo.
Have a great day,
Skidoo.
Duplication Man.
Oh,
We're gonna
Thank
blow
you.
up, Ian, but
there
thank
he
God
goes.
there's clones of us.
I'm
There
taking
he
the
goes.
elevator. I'll see. Yep, slowly down. Here, bye.
Bye.
Oh, should I hold this? There's another guy here. Oh, yeah, I got it for you.
Just close the door. It's
No,
okay.
at least
Okay.
save one person. Get him out of the
Yeah,
way.
we're going now. I'll see
Okay,
you.
bye guys.
Bye.
Well, Matt, I think we should maybe say our prayers really quickly. I gotta say, I've always loved your wife, and I'm glad that I've got one of her with me. And I think we're definitely gonna go both burn in hell very shortly.
Yeah, well, if my hands weren't gripping this beam, I could maybe clutch my rosary. Yeah, that's kind of what it would be like, honestly.
Honestly,
Hanging from a high spot, that's mega terror.
that's true. That's true. Classic superhero problem is person stuck in place very high up.
Yeah, it's awful. I'm afraid of heights, so that'd be like the worst thing. You could put me on a train track and I'd be kind of scared, but like hanging from an I-beam?
Wait, but the train would be coming, like, hella fast at you. You wouldn't be scared of that?
Yeah, but like I feel like
it'd be really quick, honestly. The train squash is definitely quicker than like the 10 seconds you'd be flying off a building. Like, oh my god.
I don't know if it's true, but people say that like whenever you fall off a building, like it's so scary that you faint before you hit the ground. So I'd be like crossing my fingers about that.
Come on.
Yeah. Knock me out, come on.
They find you dead on the ground with like your fingers behind your back. Like,
There's an imprint in the concrete.
yeah, perfect Looney Tunes imprint. Anyways, hey y'all, welcome to the second episode of season 2 of Theoretically Speaking. Who are you? Introduce yourself, stranger.
Hi, I'm Nick Smurthwaite, otherwise known as Duplication Man, who juggles in his spare time. That's it.
He's really not good.
Yeah, I know. He was just kind of there.
Juggling 32 of anything.
Can you juggle 32 things?
Pretty impressive.
I was thinking about like what would be like the worst thing to have in like a moment like that. And I
I
was like,
tried they can only duplicate things.
I was like, what if he was just like a dirtbag?
I was thinking maybe like
Or an
pulling
idiot.
the scarf out of the mouth, but actually that would have
Just a
that would
regular
ha-
clown.
But that would have some use.
Just one normal clown.
You know, like if
Yeah.
you're hanging really high up, you can pull the scarves out and then hang yourself.
Not
There we go.
having a great day, to be honest.
Yeah. So we're talking about, I don't know if y'all can tell listeners, but we're talking about superheroes today.
Yes, it is the superhero episode.
The superhero episode.
Thank you for giving enough space for us to add effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do
Yeah,
just
yeah.
2 times just for the sake of,
One, two.
chopping and screwing that shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a given.
I feel like everyone loves superheroes. I mean, like, I don't really watch like Marvel movies anymore, but like the concept of superheroes are definitely something that I feel like at least every child likes.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, when you're a kid, oh god, when I was a kid, dude, I loved Spider-Man. I really, really liked Spider-Man as a kid.
I mean, to be honest, even like to this day, I'm still like, but what if I get superpowers one day? You know, like you kind of have that in the back of your mind of like, man, if I just like start to be able to fly randomly, that's gonna be super awesome.
Big flex.
But now I'm like
So-
24, so I'm past like
flex.
prime like superhero becoming phases. Like,
Really?
I feel like high school is like.
Yeah.
No, now you're entering super villain becoming.
Yeah. I work my
Children become heroes, adults become villains.
Yeah.
That's just the way the
You
world
work your
is.
shitty 9 to 5 at like Burger King, and you're
You
just
become
like
a Joker.
Yeah.
You did that. You wear like the Burger King mask and like saw people's head off. What was that? Okay, sidetrack. What was that video game called?
Sneak King,
The Sneak King.
$3.99, only at Burger King.
The Burger King video game.
You play
That's
as
for
the
Xbox.
Burger King.
You play as the king, and you sneak around, and I think you pickpocket burgers into people's pockets.
Yeah, because when you think of Burger King, we all think of stealth.
Yeah.
The
That
game
one of the
design
things-
team. The game design team was like racking their fucking brain.
Well,
They're like, listen,
yeah, everyone talks about how monarchs were trained in like the way of like the like Bushido, so it makes sense, you know.
I don't think everybody talks about that.
Yeah, well, if you're part of like the monarch fandom,
The monarch fandom.
Or,
yeah.
You mean the peasants?
Nah. He's
I love the
pro-Brexit.
king.
That's what he's saying.
Pro Brexit.
Yeah, right? You a Brexit bro?
No, I swear.
This is now the Brexit podcast.
I'm just a loyalist. I'm just really into like the Queen. I'm like,
The Tea Party.
I
was a
just
mistake.
feel fine with my taxes going to her.
yeah,
I'm like,
I mail them to her still. I'm like,
That's
I'm really sorry about it.
That's endearing. That's actually really sweet.
You know what I found out is that I didn't know. This might be wrong, but I think the Queen can literally do anything. Like I think the Queen, if she wanted to, could literally do anything, and it'll technically be legal in the moment just by virtue of her being like the Queen.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty OP.
So if she just went up and just fucking like
Decapitated you?
yeah, like stepped on your shoes, and like spit in your face, and like and then cut your head off.
She does like those prank videos where it's like stepping on Nikes in the hood, and it's just Queen Elizabeth.
Oh my
I hate those fucking.
Yeah,
videos.
they're always awful. It's like stepping on Jordans, and it's like I know what you're trying to like.
Instigate
Yeah,
for
yeah.
violence.
instabate exactly.
Ugh, whatever.
Dude.
So,
calling Mickey Mouse at 3 a.m. You won't believe what happened.
we're gonna be fucking around with a generator.
We're gonna fuck around with a
Yeah.
bunch of shit today. We can do the generator a little bit later. 'Cause
Okay,
I don't have
cool,
it pulled up
cool.
just yet. But I figure what we could talk about is just some classic powers, maybe even some funny powers.
Some funny powers.
So yeah,
Immediately,
I'll-
Sticky Man. It's funny.
Oh, no.
Sticky person.
Sticky man.
Just
That's just you, Matt.
No, it's not.
You're sticky
We
every
just have
time.
the AC off in here
That's
for
true.
noise purposes.
That's
like,
the beginning of
Sticky.
Home Alone 2 when they're like, we're not the wet bandits, we're the sticky bandits, and they're like putting their hands in like jars of like Salvation Army change.
Why do they call themselves that way?
Because they always leave the sinks on whenever they rob people because they're assholes.
Ah.
They like leave the water running.
I
I'm like,
never
that's
saw those movies.
oh what?
Home Alone.
Nah, I never saw them.
Dude,
So-
Kevin McCarthy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Joseph
in the-
McCarthy,
Yeah, Joseph McCarthy. No, Kevin McAllister.
Yeah, McAllister.
Joseph McCarthy.
Joseph McCarthy.
His superpower is weeding out Reds.
Yeah.
I can smell him. No. I'm gonna keep calling him McCarthy. What's his name? Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin, actually, fun fact, held a
Public office.
No, I wish. He had a he wanted to change his middle name, so he had a fucking
He had a wet bandit.
No, he didn't have a wet bandit. He what did he say? He had like a vote, like an internet vote, a poll. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for.
Funny.
A fucking poll to change his name, and they changed his name to Macaulay Culkin. So now his name is Macaulay Culkin.
I'm afraid because as soon as you say Poland internet, you just think about all those classic things. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the horrible things people have named like stuff on the
but I
internet.
feel like
people will never just be like Johnson. You know, people would be like like something awful.
Yeah, I was really like, it's about to be Macaulay like Hitler Culkin, isn't it? Like,
Oh God.
yeah.
I mean, we're starting to phase out of the Wild West days of the internet.
Dude, we kind of are, honestly.
Yeah.
The internet has been settled, honestly, and it's like social media is like the settlers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn,
The
that's crazy to think
colonizers.
about.
Kind of true though.
Wow.
Anyways, back to Home Alone. Kevin McAllister basically has a superpower.
Yeah.
He can make all sorts of gadgets.
True.
That's not something a normal person could do.
Who the fuck is Kevin McAllister?
The kid from Home Alone. You haven't seen.
He's the
Oh,
one
yeah.
oh, he sets up a lot of devious traps to like fuck with people.
Like, he puts like marbles on the stairs. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I
And
mean,
he puts
but
like paint cans there too.
Dude,
And
there's
he,
one where he like.
I've seen clips.
There's one where he electrifies like a doorknob or something, and the guy grabs it, and it turns him into a skeleton for like 2 seconds because it shocks him so hard.
It's like a Mortal Kombat.
Also, that movie also has like the best scream in history, and I'll play it right here. And you can't tell me that scream is not awesome.
the best about it is first the saddest thing I ever did was I like watched it in like
Saddest
August.
thing you ever did?
Yeah, like I watched it in August and I held like a movie screening because I was super excited and like it was just me and one other person. So we watched Home Alone in August. And then like I realized
You were Home Alone.
Wait, we're still in August.
what was that?
It's still August.
Yeah. Oh well, it wasn't this time. I swear. it was yesterday.
Pre-COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was like 10 years ago.
And I wish.
It was just you and your mom.
Yeah. Sweetie, you watch Home Alone? But like after like 90% of the movie is them just like setting up that he's Home Alone. And then like before any of it happens, he goes to like a Catholic church and like prays for forgiveness as he's about to murder 2 dudes.
Does he go to
Oh my
church?
God.
He goes to church and he prays. He's like, I wish like I want like luck in my war. And he
That's
goes and
something
like murders
superheroes
them.
don't
Did like
do
Crusader style, like I need God to bless me for this battle to come.
That's something superheroes don't do often is pray. How many times have you seen a praying scene?
Dude, what about thoughts and prayers, man? He
Thoughts
just does
and prayers.
nothing.
Just walks around passing out copies of the New Testament.
We got a couple of those superheroes right around here, honestly.
Honestly, yeah. Okay,
Okay,
so,
I-
Sticky Person, though.
Sticky person.
Sticky Person is already a funny, like...
So what is his power? He just sticks to things?
She's just sticking.
So is
She's
it like
just
Katamari
sticking
where
to
she like
shit,
rolls
yes.
around, she like sticks to her?
Can she unstick, or is it like since birth? It's like, well, here you go.
Yeah,
Is
that's a
it
good
like the
question.
Midas touch where it's like
Also,
actually a
what
curse?
parts are sticky and what parts aren't? I'm going ahead and I'm saying hands and feet. Hands and feet are sticky.
No, if you're sticky, you gotta be whole body. Also,
Whole
audience.
body.
Also, audience, we do have construction outside. Sorry if that is giving y'all a little audio.
A little
interference.
ambiance, honestly. Sell it up, man.
Dude, upsell it.
Upsell
Construction's
the-
cool.
Construction's cool. It's informing our opening bit. Anyways,
Yeah, true.
it really did. I don't know. Yeah, Sticky Person is sticky. That's funny. What's the opposite of like being
Dry
able
person.
to dry person? What's the okay? Instead of like
That's just Ben Shapiro, dude.
Oh god.
wow,
No wet
yeah.
ass P word.
No, none,
Just start
none
to
of
cry.
it. He kind of made that song more famous
Yeah, literally, we were just talking about how he really made that song famous.
because
Good.
it's
Because the song's not hot take apparently for some people, but WAP WAP.
We both heard better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We've heard better Megan Thee Stallion songs.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The beat is
Definitely.
literally like,
It's forgettable.
like, dun dun dun, there's some whores in this house, there's some whores, and for the whole song.
There's some whores in this house.
Dude, there are some whores in this house.
They are.
Honestly,
Certified
we
freak.
we can't dox ourselves or else the brothel will be closed.
Ben Shapiro.
Well, my first and last name is on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, so.
Yeah, but that's not true.
Yeah, sorry, that's not my first name, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. But like, it's crazy because this happens every once in a while where, like, now we would call them Karens, but, like, moms will, like, randomly freak out, like, whenever that mom freaked about like, Vince Staples' North.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's like, I heard it on the radio, and my kid was listening to it, and it's like, every time that happens, it's like a random, it's like RNG, like a random encounter that will always boost your sales. Like,
Yeah, it'll.
But I love Vince's
He responded to it. He was like,
however
listen,
you
man.
parents, however you parent, you know.
Well, he was like, this music isn't for you, you know.
It's not for kids.
Like, it's not. Yeah, like it's. He was honestly really cool about it.
Yeah. I think Vince Staples is a superhero. Why not?
Just not
Have
anyone.
you
I mean,
seen?
he's a blood.
He's a.
Yeah.
Blood could be
Wait, no, he's a Crip. He's a Crip.
He's a Crip.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah,
definitely not.
because if
not.
you've seen, he did this like internet short or something.
Yeah, where he shot lasers from his eyes.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Because he's a superhero.
I just saw him like kicking ass in a barbershop.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just
Okay,
lying.
so Vince Staples has the power to shoot lasers out of his eyes and
karate.
fighting. Yeah,
All right.
training.
What about, as a superhero, what would we define, like, in terms of how high you can jump, like vertical leap? When does that reach the perimeters of a superhero?
I'm
gonna say
saying-
Because
once.
we're talking about bad superhero powers, like having like a 12-foot vertical like leap.
You can't.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
You just jump
Ian,
really
can you look at
high.
the record? What's the record for world's highest jump?
Let me see world's highest jump. I feel like one story is officially like superhero. You know what I mean?
What? I think you're overblowing this. I'm saying like anyone who can jump
Well, like 4 feet
higher
up.
than 6 feet.
Just
I feel like some people have had to have jumped 8 feet just off of straight up maybe. I
Straight,
don't know.
yeah. What's your vertical? That's the question. Also, what's your 40 time, and what level does that make you like the Flash?
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering. It's like obviously like the Flash, like because we're talking about like right now kind of like somewhat mediocre superhero powers. So like
nah, dude. These are awesome. You
'Cause,
gotta
Olympians-
be the best basketball
Hold on, but like
player. in the world.
Olympians and NFL
Just by
players,
jumping a little higher.
they can run like 40 yards in 4. They can run like a 4 flat. They can run like 40 yards, 40 seconds.
yeah.
So if you can run like 40 yards in 3 seconds, that's like superhero level to me.
True.
All right, the highest vertical jump is in 2016 at 63.5 inches. Dude, that's over 5 feet.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, so over 6 feet.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like, what if there's like an 8-foot tall guy who appears tomorrow and is like, "I got this."
Yeah,
just like
because the thing is, it is relative to your height, you know.
That is
Yeah.
true.
so like that that's
No,
what
it's
I'm
not.
wondering.
No, it's not relative to your height because they're measuring the distance from your feet leaving the ground to what is the highest point they reach in the air.
Yeah, but if I stay the same height and I just jump and just bring my legs up, and if I'm really tall, then I'm effectively jumping, quote
But
unquote,
that'll
as high.
take longer
Yeah,
because you
leapfrog.
have more body to suck upwards and gravity's working against you. I feel like taller people.
You're telling me taller? Are you really trying to fucking like red pill me? That
Actually,
taller people,
yeah,
tall
yeah, yeah.
people-
Wait a minute. I realize how dumb I am. I realized
that tall people actually can't jump higher than short people.
I had the entire sport of basketball backwards. Like only shortest people
Why
play.
are not all short? All the basketball. Yo, okay, here we go. Stupid idea.
Yeah.
Power. His name is Russian Roulette Man.
Oh no.
He can destroy anything, like make it explode. You know,
or kill anything,
obliterate anything.
Obliterate anything?
obliterate anything.
Obliterate anything in the entire universe. But there's just a 1 in 6 chance that he dies.
Oh no.
That's pretty
Every
good.
time he uses power for anything, there's just a decent chance he'll die.
Do you think he just stops? Like, if he did it like 10 times in a row, you think he'd stop giving a shit and they'd be like, "Get me the remote, Don." And he's like, "Yeah, sure." Just using
What,
his
he
power
just-
to like summon it. Like,
No, he destroys things.
You know what power
okay,
would
okay.
actually have way less practical use than you'd think?
What?
X-ray vision. Think about it. how often would you use that?
Would you need to see through walls?
Yeah, like
I don't know. It would honestly be more practical in like normal life, just like being able to like spy on people and shit.
Also, you'd be the best NYC cop because stop and frisk, like you'd be basically like.
No, you'd be a bad NYC cop because then you wouldn't have to stop and frisk.
You just be like, I see it.
Because they love doing that shit.
Yeah, well, it's like, yeah. So you'd be like Well, no, because then you could do it all the time if you spot a gun. You're like.
You should be doing it all. I think
you find like a gram of weed.
You find
perfect.
one microscopic
piece of
weed
the
on
best
someone and you fucking
You'd be the
arrest them.
best thief with X-ray vision.
Well, you'd still have to be good enough to like pickpocket.
If I had X-ray vision, I would dress up as a cop and steal grams of weed off. Of
here's a question: how good at physical fighting do you have to be before it becomes a superpower?
I think you have to be able to kill someone with one punch.
With one punch? That's just one punch man style.
Yeah.
Like you'd have to be able to do it like because like you can do that theoretically if you like punch someone's throat hard enough.
Can.
So is Batman's a superhero?
Yeah.
But so if Batman was poor, would he be a superhero?
No.
The
He'd just
key
be a
factor.
really good martial artist and a silly outfit.
And is also rich.
Yeah, there's a really good Twitter account called Batman Slander where people just post tweets and one's like Batman's just a rich guy like practicing karate on the mentally ill. I just call it as it is.
Damn.
Like someone's like all it takes to take down Batman is one audit. So it's like
one audit.
So like
shoot him in the brain.
Wayne Estates, you guys got a huge ass electric bill. We're just wondering, like, a fourth of the city's power happens to be going to this
your
one
basement?
mansion.
you have a mountain and it's just all that mountain is like sucking up juice.
I never
and
saw
we're, like,
solar panels in any of the Batman movies, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
The Batman is honestly anti-renewable energy.
Really, where is this sustainable agriculture? What is his diet like? I want to know what Batman's diet is like.
I feel like he eats like lobsters and steak and shit.
Exactly.
What's the mileage on the Batmobile? Like, do you see those giant thrusters? That has to like create like you have to burn through like a tank in
That's
like
a
2
good
seconds.
point. That's a really good point.
what like the little mileage counter? He's like, oh, I gotta trade it in.
Wait, so what? I never saw Daredevil. What is his powers?
He has like super sonic hearing or something, like amazing hearing. So he's because you know how blind people can quote unquote see, you know, with like their hearing.
Sound, yeah.
But he's like that to an extreme level.
They can echolocate.
Basically, yeah. So he can I think in the show.
I hope I'm using that word correctly.
No, echolocate would be them deliberately making sound.
Well, some of them do. There's that guy. I don't know if you saw it. He like makes like clicking noises with his tongue.
Yeah.
And, like can like bounce them off walls and shit.
Yeah, I mean Daredevil. He does do that. I mean, but yeah, that's his power is that he can just hear. He can hear really good.
Hear real good.
But he's blind.
Do karate real good too.
Yeah, and he's a lawyer.
Yeah. Okay. What about this? You have like, imagine Daredevil, but he can't fight at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just a really good, really sensitive, like to hearing blind person.
That'd be awesome if someone like drops their keys in like a venue, like they're they're like moshing and they're like, I lost my phone, and Daredevil's like,
oh yes, I heard it exactly 10 meters to the west. And
well, that's like a theory. Like you ever heard of the theories that like Stevie Wonder isn't actually blind?
Oh my god,
that's a game theory right there.
That's intense.
That's a real theory. That's like a real theory. If you go on the internet, people are like, I have found proof, and they have like put together compilations of like clips that they think are proof that Stevie Wonder is not blind.
That's wow. That's
so is he?
Yeah. So
no, I mean he totally is. Like I'm just gonna.
Are you sure?
I mean, look, I watched a video one time, and it's something. I'm not going to say it's evidence because I don't.
It sounds like laughable. Is what it sounds.
It is kind of laughable.
Yeah.
It is laughable.
Stevie Wonder is not blind.
Although would we characterize him as a superhero because like he makes incredible music and he's blind? What about Daredevil? He can just do karate and he's blind.
But if he plays the piano, then he's.
Speaking of good ideas, that's my segue. I just thought of this one. How about like talk about superpowers?
Yeah.
You have the power to like come up with someone else's idea, but it's like 10 seconds before them. So like anytime someone's about to have like a banger of a joke, you can like hop in and say it. But it's not like you're
but only if they were about to have that idea.
Yeah, like you hear like it's like 10 seconds before they do.
Just precognition, basically.
Yeah. So
like specifically for people.
Yeah. So like you could just like interject immediately, But like, and like they can't say anything because it's like 10 seconds. So they're like,
So
what?
you
How?
imagine going to like a stand-up show and seeing the comic up there,
Oh, no.
and you and the audience are like heckling their punchlines before they hit them.
You'd be the best heckler in the world
You'd
because
be
you
the
could just clown on people.
shittiest heckler.
Because you'd have 10 extra seconds plus to think of your insult.
The only problem is you can theoretically do that with some comedians because
Because they do reuse jokes.
Yeah. So, but like you'd be like the best though. So like, how about that superpower? Would you want that? Like, would you want the ability to like get like? Because in theory, you could do inventions too. Like you could be in like a lab with someone and you could not know anything about science. But then some guy is just like, I found the way to like create infinite food, and like you just
You're
do
like,
that
no, you
10
didn't.
seconds before. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. You
But
like
you're-
finish the
yeah.
equation.
Then you're like, oh, you mean this?
Yeah, like you're doing like the entrance exam, but you're just like copying off like people's ideas. Because like I imagine you wouldn't have to look at them; you just have to be near them.
Mm-hmm.
So you could just like find the smartest kid in the room and sit next to them and be like, "Okay, I got this."
Damn.
Yeah, like see, it's like not the best power because it has. I feel like it has to be proximity because like otherwise you'd like explode because you'd hear everyone's thoughts at once.
Okay, what about this?
Yeah.
Full control of all pennies within a 2
Copper?
within a, no pennies
Just
within a
pennies?
2 meter radius.
Oh, 2 meters? No.
But you can shoot them out. You know, then you
Oh.
can't control them after that. But you can apply force, and then they'll leave your influence.
You understand? I'd have to have like a bag of pennies on me at all
You just
times.
keep. You would need
Yeah.
only 2 rolls of pennies. Because think about this, right? You know, they see this guy. You know, he looks like really poor, and then you know they're like, he robbed the bank. Woo 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 woo, and he walks out.
Right.
2
Nice
big bags
reference.
of fucking money, you know, and they aim the guns at him. He drops them, and he pulls out 2 rolls of pennies, and they're like, "What is he gonna do?" And they start firing, and then the pennies fly out, and each penny blocks 1 bullet perfectly,
It's like
creating
Matrix shit.
yeah, completely perfectly protecting him from each bullet, like down to down to the penny.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a cool superpower. I said Matrix shit, like ability to talk to computers.
That'd be.
Dude, you can. It's called a keyboard.
No. Like I mean,
That's
just
what a keyboard is.
like press your temples with your fingers and like
Yeah.
yeah.
The big thing about Pennyman though is if he was really that good at bank robbery, y'all guys would have brought it up on the bank robbery
Yeah,
episode.
yeah,
That's
we really
right.
would've.
Deep cut, throwing it back.
Deep
Throwing
cut
it
from
back
the last
to
episode.
the last episode.
Yeah, this is like puppy people throwing it back to the first episode. No,
Thanks for nailing the required reference to the first episode that we somehow come across in almost every single one.
episode.
But
yeah.
think about how terrifying it would be if you had like 1,000,000 pennies, right? And like someone's just like fleecing a woman for her purse, and you just drop down from the sky like orbital shock troop, and you're just covered in pennies.
Yeah, you could create like scale armor with pennies.
So you just show up and you're just like, obviously you smell awful because you're not getting all
You
those
smell like
pennies.
copper and horrible. That's
And
fucking
your
funny.
skin's like just bleached green by the end of like your
God.
career.
Well,
yeah,
imagine
a lot
like
of pennies have like mold on them and shit.
imagine a bunch of
Yeah.
pennies
Oh,
like
mind
rotating
you, is what I'm
perfectly around you, like a saw blade, and then you just can run at people and just like just run straight through people because the pennies are all rotating with such insane speed and force that you can just atomize things. You can run straight through a building because the pennies just slice perfectly through anything, and you're just because they're getting destroyed while you're doing it.
Right.
So you're holding 2 things of pennies, and they're flying out and like replacing the ones that are lost every second. You know.
Oh my gosh, that'd be terrifying.
That's pretty cool to picture.
Yeah,
Pennyman.
Pennyman.
You could beat him with one thing. It's a lightning strike.
I'm gonna be like zoning
Oh,
out later
no.
today, just like picturing Pennyman.
I think Pennyman is actually a cool superhero.
Yeah,
honestly.
you made him cool, but
Well, wait,
by,
he can't be called Pennyman. What's his name? This
penny
is the
for your thoughts.
penny for your thoughts.
Because he shoves pennies into your brain.
Penny
He's
sauce.
So his name,
terrifying.
so his name would be P-F-U-P-Fut.
P-Thought.
Just Penny Thought.
Penny thought.
Penny Thought. That's not bad though.
Penny
That's
Thought's
not too bad.
yeah.
Penny Thought.
Yeah. Not Copperman, but Copperman.
We know some Penny Thoughts, you know.
Penny Thought.
Penny.
I would be scared. Who would Penny Thought like beat?
An OnlyFans like creator. Like Penny Thought.
No.
Defeat Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly. Do you think he could beat like Spider-Man?
Nah.
I don't know, because he could cut through the web instantly with the pennies. The pennies would just
It-
perfectly carve
But
out
Spider-Man
the gun.
also has like super strength.
If he has a very meager body, he could just like.
If he has
fill-
enough pennies, dude, he can shoot them all at sonic super speed. He can shoot. Okay, so how about this? He can shoot the penny if it's in his realm of influence so fast that it like it like melts it into like core components.
Yeah,
it turns into like molten slag, and so he shoots enough pennies at Spider-Man to like lock him up with molten copper, and he like can't move.
I was thinking like if he got enough pennies to literally fill a 2-meter radius around him as like an ultimate attack. Like all Spider-Man has to do is like enter the room and just like screams and just
turns himself into a claymore, just like just emitting pennies at 700 miles an hour in every direction.
It'd be the ultimate Spider-Man death. It's just like the panel shows like 50 pennies going through him at once.
Just dicing him.
What about Subway Man, where he can make anything 1 foot long? Anything that is not a foot long, he can elongate it.
I think that would have some convenient uses sometimes.
That would also, you could not be
If you know
called
what I
Subway
mean.
Man because that name is tainted by Jared Fogle.
Oh yeah, is he Subway Man?
The only thing,
He was Subway's mascot, you know.
you know Jared Fogle, the guy who
Yeah.
fucking was like, "These are my jeans. Look how small they are."
Wait.
I mean,
Enough to fit a child in. And everyone knew that.
Wait.
Did you bring your own child for this, Jared Fogle?
Yeah.
For the shoot you brought? We have an actor. No,
No, I just had him around.
that's so dark.
That's awful.
That's not good.
Jared, he was okay. So he was
The only thing he made a
mascot.
foot long was his prison sentence.
Yeah, okay. That's something you can do with your power. Make prison sentences a foot long, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
12
make
years.
cosmic, make love a foot long, like things that can't really be theorized.
Oh, that'd be awful.
It'd be funny for like pranks, like take someone's hat, make it a foot long.
Your hat is longer.
Yeah.
Imagine if he looked at you and was like, your love's now a foot long, and like everything felt normal except like there's like this huge twinge in your heart, and you're like,
Oh, yeah, you die. Your heart
he
literally
just
goes-
enlarges your heart. Well, he'd be invincible.
Would he be?
Subway Man would be invincible.
Yeah.
He'd just elongate your heart to a foot long and kill you.
like
He'd just
what's
explode your brains out of your ears.
what's his range? 'Cause
Just
otherwise,
shatter your skull in all directions.
It has to be the amount. Okay, his range is the range
He would just
from
make your
from the counter where you order a Subway to the person behind it. So like two and a half,
two and a half feet. He would just make your teeth like just shoot through your jaw and like out through the top of your nose.
We keep trying to make bad superheroes, but they're actually perfect.
He would. Oh my god, he'd be a menace.
they're perfect, but they're gruesome. Like,
I
Can you
know.
imagine?
He
Like,
makes every cell in your body longer. So
Oh,
like someone's about to mug you, and then also like their face explodes outward, and it's like onto you, and Subway Man steps out from behind him and is like, "I saved you."
their eyeball just grows a whole foot in each direction.
it would look like Fist of the North Star, dude.
Yeah,
with
Oh
their
my
head
god,
like
it would
bubbles
rip
and
your
Oh.
face apart. It would
Yeah.
be
And you're
Long,
like,
dude.
this was over $12, Subway Man. He could have kept it. Like, Jesus.
There was
He was just stealing my change purse.
Honestly.
that guy. I actually knew him. We're rehearsing for the play.
Yeah.
This is Shakespeare in the Park.
It's a social experiment. There's cameras there.
There's the Queen shows up. Hello.
Hello.
Queen stepping on
My
Jay's.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, you've been pranked.
There's when I was at work like about a while ago, maybe a little over a year ago, I got so bored over this like period of working at this job that I would try to come up with bad superpowers, like superpowers that are inherently like negated by themselves, like ones like ultimately like become useless because of just how they work. My favorite one that I ever came up with was you got supersonic speed, like the Flash, but only while your eyes are closed. So what that means is you'd have to open your eyes and then like plot out a course in your mind and then run along that with your eyes closed and then open your eyes and then turn your body, angle yourself perfectly.
I would trip. I'd be dead in like 2 seconds.
Yeah. You could still definitely like splat yourself too. So like if you're not just really careful, you'll just like die.
Or like you can breathe underwater, but that dehydrates
You'd be really
you.
the Autobahn. The Autobahn would be like awesome though. The Autobahn would be perfect, just straight.
Well, the thing I was thinking of is like, what if you could time travel 5 seconds back in time, but for 4 of those 5 seconds you're in like the most excruciating pain of your life.
So you go back in time, you're like trying to stop something, and you're like,
You have 1 second, and then you just have to keep doing it so you just slowly get like 1 second back.
I mean, that's probably what teleportation and time travel is going to be like when it's invented. Like, you have to atomize completely and disintegrate and then
that's like
reapparate and configure yourself.
I mean, that's like what the movie The Prestige is about. I believe that when you teleport, you die. That consciousness is destroyed. A new one is pulled and created in that moment.
Big
but it doesn't
spoilers
necessarily.
for the Prestige, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, sorry for this
Yeah.
movie that came out in 2006 or
Dude,
something.
that movie is fucking awesome.
I love The Prestige. Do yourself a favor and watch The Prestige.
Well, I was told that there's like in Star Trek, there's a villain that like exists because whenever they like use the teleporter, like it's supposed to attach your consciousness and like like you said, disintegrate.
Yeah.
But apparently there was like a glitch, so when they teleported like the crew out of like the planet, they left behind the original like crew member, and then the new teleported crew member was above there. So
it was evil.
Yeah, no, the guy on the ground was evil because he was like, you guys left me. Like he became evil because he was like, I literally got left. Like I was supposed to be dead.
So they cloned him.
Yeah, because he like was teleported up. So instead of his clone, like his body being disintegrated, it stuck around. So he straight up like, I was supposed to essentially die. Y'all left me here instead because I was supposed to die. Now I'm evil because I've basically been trapped on this planet for like however long.
Damn.
And like I see you, you're literally just me, but I was you before you, buddy. So like that's like a moral quandary of like, like, so it's totally true.
Damn, I'll have to check out that episode. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, I have no idea what it was, but I remember being told about it. And I was like, that's intense.
In the Trek lore, though.
Yeah.
Huh. That's pretty neat. I think flying, but it has the same exertion as running. It's pretty fucking funny to think about.
Dude,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, because the thing is, most people would still just drive. The only time that would be so imagine, you're like, the only time that would really be applicable is if like you're chasing a bank robber that's like a rock climber or something, like that's climbing a sheer face wall. And you're like, how do I catch him?
Or like, you never
sweating.
You never have to like hire a roofer ever again. You could just like jump up onto your house.
But I wouldn't know how to roof. I'd be like,
it's
hot.
hard.
It's hot up there.
Okay,
That's true.
Do you want to know something I looked up today because I was doing a little tiny bit of research for this?
Yeah.
I looked up how does Superman fly? Because I was like, how does he actually do that? Does he exude like? It's not like jet fuel where somebody's propelling him.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, how does he do this? And I looked it up, and there's like some people think that he might just like jump really high and also horizontally. And I'm like, what?
He said how times his jumps perfectly, so it's like
but
perfect.
But there's like times where he takes like a 90-degree turn. Like, how to explain that? Like, what do you mean? He jumped again in the air, the other direction.
It's
He's really
not
good.
Flight. His hovering period is just his hang time is just fucking really long.
They were like, that's the thing about like superheroes is that I like the mystery of it. I don't like when things are over explained.
Yeah.
I think that's honestly a big reason why I don't like the way that like Star Wars and stuff like that is heading, because they've taken a lot of the mystery out, and because people like everything has to be explained. Like, there's literally a video or somewhere where it's like, where did Han Solo get his iconic boots? And it's like, dude, who fucking cares? Like, so I like it. I like Superman can just fly. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to be on the internet writing like an article about like my theory on how Superman flies. Right? Like, dude, he just flies. Like, it's fine.
He's literally Superman.
Superman.
The best thing about the Justice League movie, and that's a weird sentence to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I watched
it's the credits. Am I right?
Is they show how bullshit Superman is by having everyone else fight him. And he's just like that good.
We just
like,
clowns on him.
Yeah, because like this Flash is literally running past him and it shows that Superman can follow him because he's that super. And it's just like, this is fair. Like he's literally like, it's okay to have like someone just be like, yeah, I'm just bullshit strong. You know?
I mean, Superman is literally like, I think it's funny, but I think as a hero, he's just kind of like, he needs to stay in the realm of like cartoons, you know?
Yeah.
When they try to realistically do Superman, it gets boring because he's literally good at anything and basically unkillable, you know? Like that doesn't really serve for like an interesting protagonist. You want someone with flaws or with weakness.
Well, and that's why they always try to like hype up the alien aspect of his character and like, oh, he doesn't relate to people as well. Mm-hmm. He's an alien. Clark Kent is like this. They always try to like go that route. Oh, he has the feeling of love. They try to like go that route to make up for how OP he is.
Well, and his two big villains are basically Jeff Bezos and then like universe-ending like villains. villains. Like Apocalypse, I think, is the name of one of his villains. Like it's something like only like that level. It's
Damn.
that's how strong he is. It's like Jeff Bezos who has like a rock, like it's
A
like
green rock.
Yeah.
A bald man with a green rock.
Yeah, and then it's like someone
Terrifying.
who's like an eldritch like abomination turned man, and it's like, oh, okay.
Oh, here's something.
Yeah.
I've had this discussion many times, but it's a who would win fight.
Okay.
Okay, so who would win? Superman or Popeye?
Popeye.
Why?
Okay, now let me explain.
How much spinach we got?
Let me explain. Let me explain. Before the fight, they have 30 minutes to prepare, right? As much as they want. They're told, you gotta fight them. So Superman goes and he like flies into the sun for 30 minutes because he can like absorb sun energy or something. Mm-hmm. So he just like sits in the sun for whatever, and it like makes him insanely, unbelievably strong. And then Popeye. See, the thing is, if you look at a graph of Popeye's power when eating spinach, it's an exponential increase.
Yeah.
So he eats a little bit of spinach, right? And then he becomes faster, more powerful, and then he uses that speed to go eat more spinach quickly. So in that 30 time period, so in this 30-minute time period, Superman is meditating in the core of a sun, and Popeye has eaten all the spinach on the entire planet.
Dude, it's over. Popeye, like, I think we've talked about it with like good old Pierce John Rogers. We're like,
yeah, good friend of ours.
Popeye can eat one can of spinach and knock Bluto back into infancy.
Yeah, dude, he's got, the thing is,
he literally punches Bluto so hard that he turns into a baby.
Dude, there's one time he punches a guy, and then he also punches a tree, and the tree forms into a coffin that he lays into, and then it closes on him. Like, he has, like, serious manipulation of reality when he just eats a vegetable.
Yeah, and so, like, if he ate all the spinach in the world, like, as long as it's, like, if it's the timer starts and he has to eat it, he's dead. But if he can eat it before the timer starts, it's over. Like,
yeah.
He wins.
Well, because Superman gets his power from the sun. Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the quote-unquote the source of his power. I guess in some Superman iterations. Mm-hmm. But in in this one episode of Popeye, he wants it to be nighttime because he wants to go on a romantic date or something. And so he's like, darn, he's like, yes, and he like eats some spinach. And then he, he looks up at the sun and he pulls it out of the sky so it's nighttime. So Superman comes up, and he's so ready. He's all beefed up. His eyes are bright red. He's exuding cosmic, fucking energy.
He photosynthesized.
Yeah, and then he just pulls the sun out of the sky, and then Superman dies.
Or he just blows on him.
Popeye just like hits him with it.
Yeah.
Dude, he makes it. He gets a big club and he clonks Superman on the head, and he dies.
Unga bunga, grab sun, beat with sun.
That's like Bam Bam. If Bam Bam was like Popeye.
Bam Bam's kind of a superhero.
That's the thing. We talk about this with again our friend Pierce, who might be in future episodes or not. We don't know.
We don't know.
But all toons have eldritch power. Toons like don't exist by like the laws of nature. All cartoons are superheroes, basically.
Yeah.
They can survive gunshots. They can make literally impossible things happen all the time.
What was one anime? Boba Bobo Boba Bo?
Boba Bobo Boba Bo.
Did y'all ever see that? He fights with nose hairs.
Yeah,
and
awesome.
he also has an afro, and he can unscrew the top half of his afro because it's a perfect sphere and throw it like a bowl.
He can throw it up into space, I believe, too.
That's
the last
cool.
episode is the second to last episode. I watched the end of it, and he's about to fight the big bad, and that's the last episode, and then it just ends.
It doesn't have a final fight.
No. It's literally called the last episode, and the entire time they're just like, all right, this is the last episode, and then it just ends without him fighting. Like that's how.
It's just a troll show.
Yeah, I just remember watching it as a kid and being like, this is bullshit. But
Because
now
what
as I'm older, I'm like, that was genius. Like, literally having the dumbest show ever like end without like a final fight.
Yeah, just get fucked.
Yeah, just get fucked, idiots.
Let's make a superhero.
Okay.
We've invented like 3 already.
No, like let's make one just like totally.
Okay,
from
so
scratch.
all right. We got to start with the backstory.
We got to start with the backstory. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, man.
All right, childhood. What's the childhood like?
Good, great actually.
Yeah.
Let's make this one great.
Yeah.
loving family,
Levels of
great,
affluence.
great
Are
school
we talking like
districts.
rich family or just a very loving, nice
Middle
family?
class is loving, good school district.
Okay.
You know,
Good grades.
Good grades, plenty of after school opportunities.
But then tragedy
like
strikes.
Clubs and stuff. But then we gotta have that turn.
So his
Yeah.
house
What's
gets
the
his house
tragedy?
gets napalmed.
Well, I was gonna say the important thing is like we have to consider power because like it could be like if we want him to be sciencey, science fair accident, easy. Like volcano instead of having like baking soda has uranium. Yellow
puts-
cake uranium.
He puts uranium
Yeah, the
and then
power-
like some water on it, and then it like makes him a superhero. He can just emit radiation.
The power has to be relative to the tragedy. Like
Yeah.
they have to connect.
Oh, totally.
So
100%.
I like this idea of the science fair. What if, like, let's up that a little bit because the science fair always takes place like in the school.
Mhm.
It's all really supervised. What if it's like a science fair like field trip or like
Ooh.
outdoors kind of thing? Okay, let's set it literally right now because a lot of schools are really distant and closed and online and stuff.
Yeah.
So this year the science fair is outside
Yeah.
at like set up like table benches, picnic benches and shit.
Well, excuse me. That's the sound of the beakers for the science fair.
Yeah,
going
you can
on
hear
in
them
the
bubbling in the background. Shh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Sorry.
nice.
Please continue. Please
Yes,
continue.
and so like all the tables, benches, chairs, everything's set up like 6-10 feet apart, and every kid's got their kind of like science project that they've had way more time to work on.
Awesome.
Right? Way more time to work on.
That was the teacher.
The science fair award.
Okay. Yeah.
The
They're
blow the
saying
science fair horn, kids.
that's the science fair horn.
Is it like an Easter egg hunt where you just have to go and find little bits of science around
Yeah.
outside?
Yeah. Well,
That's called geocaching.
Yeah.
Honestly, though.
You have to find. Well, they set up the science fair projects, and then they have to go and destroy the others, and that's like the and that's where the tragedy comes. He destroys the wrong science fair project
Wait, why is he destroying other
What?
science fair?
because it's the science fair horn.
It's the science fair battle royale.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's a club. This cannot be. No teacher would ever approve of this.
Okay, so this is him.
like-
This is him as a young adult then.
This is him. No, we could still keep like the kiddish age. I'd say around like 14.
Yeah.
And maybe
Yeah.
this is something like him and his neighborhood friends are doing.
Yeah.
And
What a bunch of fucking nerds these kids are.
right?
Yeah.
They're making science projects, and then they are they're trying to destroy them as fast as possible. What the fuck is this?
What
I
is
made
it?
a
Battle Royale.
volcano. I made a plant. I did this.
I made a
All right?
nuclear reactor.
Everybody-
Submarine.
Take like hide and go seek rules. 30 seconds, opposite direction. Close your eyes.
But you have to destroy someone's piece of
Break
science.
and now go destroy each other's shit as
Yeah.
quick as possible.
Whoever's left last wins. Like,
Okay, so
who dares?
he
That's
goes
really
up
the strongest
and he-
science project.
And he's got the hammer in his hand. You know, he recoils back because he sees the science on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and as soon as the impact, he strikes it with the hammer. You know.
And there's
There's a white light that immediately appears.
there's a rare rock underneath the science.
There's a rare
project.
rock.
Ooh.
Only a meteorite.
Because he knocked
A meteorite that
He-
fell from another planet.
he knocks
Yeah.
the science project off of the table, off the bench.
There's a
He
bunch of
takes
tables
his-
set up
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
I mean,
woods.
that's how I set
Where
up
are
the
they?
day.
Yeah, exactly.
And he like he like swings his hand back like with like might and just comes down on it.
Like
and
a
he
smith, like a
strikes-
smith
like
making a
like
weapon.
a smith, like
Yeah.
making a
Bing!
sword.
Sparks shoot out from the sides.
But he hits a meteorite.
Yeah, a
What kind of
meteorite.
meteorite? This is like an ancient like
Yeah.
alien meteorite.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
all meteorites are alien.
Wait.
And probably ancient.
Yeah.
Does like something crawl? Like what happens?
There's
Does
no
something
brand new
engulf it?
meteorites.
Does something crawl out of it?
Yo, I
and,
got
like,
that new
infest it?
meteorite. What? Which that?
I was gonna say, does something like crawl out and infest him like a parasite, or does is it like the cosmic fumes or something?
I think the meteorite and the science is enough.
Yeah, but I think the science is like one of the strongest acids. Like it's demonstrating like what acid does to something,
Sure.
and it melts the meteorite, and like either like the core is exposed, and it, like blinds and absorbs like into his eyes like a cosmic core, or like the fumes like cause him to like.
Yeah, he inhales the meteorite acid fumes, and it goes straight into his brain, and it melts his brain. So he dies in that half second, and his brain is immediately filled with this cosmic energy and reforms immediately.
Oh my god!
Like, so he like die in that instant. He dies and then is reborn as the new
So
the new
his
superhero.
superpower kind of sounds like cell regeneration.
Nah, it has to. It's something with acid.
Something with acid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd shoot acid out of his fingertips.
I feel like he has
Out of his
like,
eyes.
What if he has like
He
knowledge?
can bleed.
too?
He bleeds acid, maybe.
Oh,
He can
that'd be
shoot
wild.
acid out of his eyes, but then he has to immediately go flush them out.
No, then he has to. But he has to be crying.
Yeah.
So he has like so he's so.
His sweat is just
Imagine
acid.
okay, here let me
All
let me,
liquids.
let me set the scene, right?
Yeah.
All right, it's a dark alleyway. Nick, you're being robbed,
Oh no! Help, please, no!
and Matt,
Yeah,
you're
get
the robber.
robbed.
My Funko Pops, please stop!
Give me all the things I can rob off of you.
More Funko Pops. It's all I have on me.
Hey,
Go buy more, and then
Hey.
I'm gonna go steal more from you.
Okay.
hey,
But you gotta stay in this alley.
stop!
Wait, who?
Stop robbing me.
Why are you crying?
Is he crying?
Yes. And then he
This has
wait,
nothing to do with you. I'm robbing him.
Yeah, I'm being robbed.
I'm trying to stop
You should be crying.
So,
Start crying.
And so then start crying. And in that moment, he realizes he's not crying hard enough, so he pulls a little picture out of his wallet. You can't see where it is, but he just stares at it for a couple of seconds, and he starts crying so hard. Right?
It's a picture of one of his.
We don't know
his-
what the picture is. He just
Oh.
pulls it.
Damn, I was gonna give some backstory context on the picture. I had an idea.
Oh, it's his
Ian.
friends that he accidentally acidified.
Yeah, in the blast when he hit the meteorite.
Oh no!
He killed his best friend who was there next to him, who was like, "Hey, I just destroyed everyone else's project. Can I help you destroy him?"
Yeah. This is literally the dumbest possible backstory.
No, this is the coolest.
Yeah,
Anyways,
kids love
wait,
destroying
wait,
shit.
wait. Back to the alleyway, right? So he pulls out the picture. You're robbing Nick. And his for his Funko Pop.
Give me the Funko Pops.
And then he says no, and he shoots one perfect little beam of acid from his eye. Straight,
Holy shit! I just started melting.
straight,
God.
just straight through your like trachea in your neck.
Oh my
Oh
god.
god!
So you're like,
I could have just given him the Funko Pops. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
he looks at you. The laser cuts perfectly straight over, cuts your head off
Oh my
with
God.
pure raw chemical energy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The building behind him is cut in half.
Wait, look this has already got to be a superhero. Can we compare with the Acid Man that probably does exist already?
No, I don't want to look it up.
No,
I don't want to bother.
Okay, so we have Acid Man. So what are the heroes we've created today?
Acid Man, Penny
Penny
Man,
Person.
and
Penny
and
Thought.
Penny
Penny
Acid
Thought.
Man. Okay, we gotta name Acid Man.
Okay, we decided
Crocodile
Acid Man's a
Tears.
dude.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
So he's Crocodile Tears versus Penny Thought, and who's Jared Fogle.
Who's Jared?
Jared Fogle is not a superhero.
Okay, what about Fogle Man?
Footlong man.
Thank you for taking a stand against Jared Fogle.
No. You know, like the $1 Million Man. You know, like the $1 Million Man.
Yeah.
The $5 Man.
Oh.
nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
2 for 2.
Yeah, I'm on it today.
And yeah, so the $5 man can just make anything in the universe a foot long.
Grr.
What if he gets angry or nihilistic and his last trick is making the universe a foot long? And
We
it just
probably
like,
wouldn't notice.
it just collapses us though.
Oh, just becomes so unstable.
Wait, no, what if he fucks
It can be
around?
anything. So just the entire observable universe.
yeah, it just collapses.
Everyone gets a foot taller. Every object gets a foot longer.
Every electron moves a foot further away from every other electron, so they all
Jesus.
just the universe just completely is rended.
Oh.
He just completely tears apart the fabric of reality. A black hole is formed in each like atom around the entire universe.
I feel like that would happen under so many like superhero circumstances. Like,
Just destroying everything.
yeah, like how can we watch any of these Avengers films without being like, how does everything just not completely blow up right
Well,
now?
literally the
How many
bad
combo-
guys,
yeah.
quote unquote, in the Avenger movies, in the most superhero movies, are people being like, you need to be like litigated. We can't just let you go around and do whatever you want. There must be laws. And they're like, no, we don't have time for laws. And when I was a kid, I agreed with that. But now I'm like, no, dude, you can't just run around and do whatever the fuck you want and not have to do anything about it. Like you have to have some sort of boundary, or else fucking Crocodile Tears is gonna fucking have a bad day and melt half of Los Angeles.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, have a
That'd be
meltdown.
It would
Heyo.
Hey, a meltdown. That's good. I like that. That's
I was
funny.
trying to look up. There's a superhero who can like clone himself, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
and he can like revert the clones and just let his
Oh,
clones
he can
run
reabsorb
around.
them?
Yeah, so he let his clones run around apparently. And I have to see if this is like I don't know who it was. I was trying to look it up, but I believe he, like, one of his clones has a kid with a wife. And I believe either he disappears and the kid disappears, or one of them or both of them disappear.
No, all the DNA of him that is in the child disappears, so the kid becomes like a puddle of like flesh and bone.
That'd be
Oh my
awful.
god.
That's some Full Metal Alchemist shit.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
really
a
just
paradox for sure.
Just melts him.
I'm trying to think of another power. Oh, here's another power that's like really, really dumb. You can read minds, but while you read minds, you're mouthing what you're reading.
You can read minds, but you're forced to say out loud what you're reading.
That's better. Yeah.
No, how about this? You can read minds, but you have to yell it. You have to scream what you're hearing.
That'd be awful if someone ever said the N-word in their mind.
God.
You'd get canceled.
You'd
You'd have to be like, no, it's my superpower.
Can you turn it off? Are you allowed to, or is it just you're constantly reading people's minds?
If
You'd have to be able to turn it off.
If you wanted to be a bad superhero power, you couldn't turn it off. I think that's...
you would just be insane.
Oh, yeah.
You would literally just be like a schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you couldn't do anything with
You couldn't
that.
be around people, basically.
You could never be around other people.
That's kind of cool though. There's a movie called From Beyond, which did you watch this?
Yes, we watched that. Yeah,
Where like the idea in that is that schizophrenic people have like an overactive pineal gland or something, and when they see things that quote unquote aren't there, they do exist in other planes of existence that we are unable to perceive.
Right.
You know, and so we perceive them as being insane, but they actually have just a wider sense of like perception than we do.
And they're trying to harness the pineal glands.
So yeah, and it doesn't go very well. But
that's such a horny movie.
Yeah,
From Beyond. It's a weird sentence to say, but that movie is like
From Beyond. It literally, you'd think it would just be about like this weird like sci-fi, you know,
pineal gland
transition into this other plane, but that does happen, but it also makes everyone really fucking horny.
That's like a side effect.
I was gonna say, all I know about this movie is there's schizophrenia and people are horny now, so
you're on board.
No, that's the side effect. That's the side effect of that power. No, the power is you can see into other dimensions, but it makes you uncontrollably horny.
It makes you so you can so you can see cosmic things, but you have to fuck.
You have to.
You have to coom.
Well, because it's like what
consensually fuck, please. Let's make it. You have to have consensual sex.
No, you're not a bad person.
I was gonna say because like if you're saying you have to,
the villain in From Beyond is kind of weaponizes it.
He's like a doctor or something. His name's like Dr. Evil Man or something.
Robotnik.
Yeah, Dr. Robotnik.
What is that from?
From Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
The Hedgehog?
Yeah, the Egg Hog.
The Egg Hog, yeah.
I hate you for stealing my eggs, Sonic.
But I love them so much, Eggman.
I love your egg.
I love your egg, Eggman.
You're so greedy.
I know.
I wonder just how much Sonic X Eggman fucking porn there is.
Not
a little off topic.
Not enough.
Not enough.
What if your superhero power was basically a really good artist, but like whatever you want to make art, like whatever picture you envision, you can print, but it's from your mouth, so it has to be the size of your mouth. But like you basically
a human Polaroid.
You be a human, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you can imagine Sonic X Eggman like Yowie, and all of a sudden like your mouth goes like prints out.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Cool.
Like you can just directly print your thoughts into reality, basically.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. That's actually kind of a cool power,
That's pretty badass.
Because if you're an engineer,
you
just imagine the most complex, impossible to translate building, and then I'm sure someone else could make it happen.
I mean, it's going to be a really skinny blueprint that takes a while to like fully come out.
Because it's rolled up.
You're be standing there for like 10 minutes, like while someone's like pulling the blueprint out.
While there's a tube attached to your stomach, just funneling paper into you. You know.
That's an idea. What were you gonna say, Nick?
I was gonna say you'd either
Iron Lung Man. He's just I'm in an iron lung.
Please no.
There's like 6 of those superheroes.
What were you gonna say, Nick?
I was gonna say like you'd either have to start thinking sideways or you'd have to think in segments. Like instead of like a picture being like as we are, you'd have to rotate it. So it would work out.
You just see the guy's like eyes rolling to the back of his head, like scanning different parts of his brain.
Yeah, just trying to think harder. His name would be Polaroid.
That'd be cool, Polaroid, that's a good one. I got an idea for like a green super like a Captain Planet type.
Okay.
Or something.
Yeah, always good. We
it's
always
like
love those.
It's like a recycle lady, right? She she can recycle anything.
R-E-C-Y-C-L-E.
Like on touch. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
On touch, like you give her like a bottle of water or something plastic.
She
Whatever.
can recycle it?
Yeah, but what's like the caveat to that? Like what's the detriment?
She feels.
If she touches anything that's unrecyclable, it hurts her.
Yes.
I was gonna think that,
It's her weakness.
Or
Well, she would just avoid those,
she
then.
experiences the pollution it causes,
Yeah,
but
there we
she'll
go.
never die from it. But
She
she gets
won't.
extremely sick.
She gets extremely ill, but she can like take toxic waste and just make it
And
evaporate.
it just has to touch
Yeah.
her, right?
Yeah, okay, not
Yeah.
even recycling, like toxic. Like she could
Oh
take.
god, I had this
She could
horrible...
go cure Chernobyl if she just
Yeah.
like rolled around in the mud.
But she would be like the
Like,
sickest
enough of
thing
the
you'd
mud.
ever
Yeah.
see. She'd like wither into nothing, but she'd be alive.
She'd be conscious.
Yeah.
She'd come back from that somehow.
She would
Yeah,
be
she would
Mother
come back.
Earth, self-cleansing and fixing.
It'd be like a
even
sponge
though-
if you just like squeezed it, you know.
Yeah.
She'd come
Wow.
back.
Exactly. So she'd be like a withered husk, but eventually she would regain like
I got
her
this horrible
form.
image of like the way to solve the crisis of like the of waste is just like literally just like locking her up and just dunking her in
Oh,
things of
God.
trash and just watching the trash
God.
just disappear, but she's just dying every time.
like thicker tubing, but it's in like that like giant trash ocean.
Yeah,
Like, you
exactly.
just make her
Well, that's where
tube
Sticky
around
Man
it.
comes in.
It's like a little worm. She's making little trails by like you know like breaststroking through like trash.
Well, that's
you
where
know.
Sticky Man comes in. He'll Katamari ball everything.
Oh my god.
And just roll it into her.
Mhm.
That'd be awesome and terrifying.
So he's rolling at her with his full force, and she just holds one hand up and just grinds it all down. But
That
as
would
she's
be-
doing that, it goes up her arm turns gray and then black and cracks and dies.
That'd be a
you know?
media frenzy, though. Like, they would be in a field. Like, the Great Sticky Ball Man would be, like, rolling around the country.
Great sticky ball.
The great Katamari Sticky Ball
This
Man
is like a children's book.
would be rolling around the country. People would be, like, throwing trash at him from outside of windows. It would all stick to him. And then, like, helicopters with cameras are following, and they find a field where Recycle Lady's just, like, standing there. She's got her hand out. And then this country worth of trash man ball just rolls into her, and she just takes it all in.
Alright, but what if she was immortal, but like after she does that, she'd be like recuperating for like 1,000 years. Like just like literally like
We're
like,
literally talking about the figurative idea of Mother Earth.
yeah, like she's just
Yeah, she reabsorbs it and it suffers for it.
Yeah.
yeah, she's just like she's just screaming in a field for like 1,000 years after that. Oh, that's awful, and it's so true. I don't know. If we want to get dark, that reminds me. Apparently, people were like, "Oh yeah, those like estimates of like, oh yeah, it's like this is what it's gonna be like in 2050." Apparently, they're happening now.
Yes.
Oof.
So it's just like,
Yeah, no,
congrats,
we're
80% of biodiversity is going to be gone before we know it.
Do you hear that, people? We want you. You can be Recycle Woman if you just recycle.
Please,
Recycle.
and you don't even have to get ill from it. That's the best part.
Nah.
I'm ill enough.
Yeah, I think this whole crisis has taught me, and I say this after I've just eaten a fucking fast food burger because I had no time this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta be all vegetarian, y'all. Like,
Eat more veggies. Recycle more.
I mean,
invest in sustainable energy.
damn, the hippies
eventually-
were right.
eventually
They were.
you can eat like insects, as gross as it is. Apparently, they're really good protein.
I'd be down to eat some.
Like Snowpiercer, where they make them into little jelly
I
cubes.
haven't seen the movie.
I haven't either. Aren't they remaking it?
What?
Like, yeah.
Oh no, they're making a series out of it.
Oh, yeah.
I
The
saw
real-
part. Actually,
real-
wait, I remember.
real
Wait,
talk.
they're on the train, right?
Real talk, though. Yes, it
I
is the
didn't. I
truth.
didn't finish it.
Okay, Recycle Lady versus Penny Man.
Um,
Can Penny Man manipulate enough pennies to just break through her
Well,
recyclability?
if it's anything she touches, then no, because
Nah,
it would
yeah.
immediately work. I mean, the thing is we'd have to get rid of the immortality clause I just stated, because otherwise that's BS.
True.
So if she's mortal, then the best bet would be to wait. Like he gets her really sick by using the grimiest pennies in the world.
I mean, pennies
and
are
then he
copper.
just takes
Copper's
her
are
out.
like copper's already like toxic if you like ingest it.
You'd-
Well, is it? No, I don't think it actually.
He'd have to
You
find
can patch
something
it
that's
down.
like pure, like purely recycled, like no extremities, and then he'd have to shoot her with it.
a gun.
Damn.
Yeah, basically.
Well, he doesn't need a gun. He can shoot it from his hand. You know.
But it has to be something that she can't recycle or that
It
doesn't
has
need
to be a penny
recycling.
though. It's not a penny.
Yeah,
It
so-
can't just be any piece of
So he'd
copper.
have to
It has
find
to
like
be
the
a penny.
he'd have to go to like the treasury and find the crispest penny in the world and be like, all right, here we go, my
Here we
one
go.
shot.
Yeah. Damn.
My silver bullet is this literally untouched penny.
That'd be a pretty close fight. It honestly would.
And then Footlong Man just makes her brain longer and she dies.
He makes those pennies longer. He helps assist him by making the pennies a foot long. So it's just like a slingshot.
Yo, honestly, makes the pennies giant like blades, basically.
Yeah. But he can stretch. He can make
They
it
would just
longer.
destroy the world. They would just.
We
They'd
made
be
these shitty superpowered
unstoppable.
heroes, but they're too powerful.
Oh.
Foot long per $5. What was the name?
$5 man.
The $5 man and Penny Thought would just destroy the world as we know.
The only one who could stop them is Mother Earth and Crocodile Tears.
But then $5 man just makes another universe.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's a foot long.
He
So
just
he
makes a
is a-
foot long universe.
So he's just God.
Things only made that are foot long. Hey Nick,
Hey, what's up?
can you think of anything you would want to be a foot long?
No.